match 2 here.
Yes,
Bandits
sir.
Caba will be there to counterpick Tokido. This is what we did see before, where Tokido did get the dub, so it will be the run back with the guy who qualified to the Cup via Central America.
And I'm glad they're sticking to their guns, right? They're immediately applying what went wrong in their situation in their first encounter and looking to make amends. So I think this is great starting off as like the home team to kind of get this out of the way and figure out the strategies to force Team Japan now to make that rebuttal adjustment. And considering they're going to get the side switch after the 3 games, this is such a strong look for Bandits. But we'll see how it plays out for Caba, if he'll yield the same exact results as Shanghai. But knowing Tokido, the legend himself is Ken, we'll see how that plays out. Game 2 incoming.
Well, he had a very unorthodox and aggressive start before with the drive rush into sweeps, and then his button usage became safer and much more peaceful as the set came down the line. The perfect parries and the projectiles really helping as well. And Caba was banking on some part of Tokido's playstyle working, like when he was going up against Angry Bird.
Right.
That didn't quite work out. Let's see if Tokido keeps up the strategy.
What an interruption against the drive rush. To be fair, Caba was throwing out a ton of booms. It was kind of difficult to even make that call. And you see it right there, yeah, Caba now going for the counter poke crouch jab on the way over.
Yes, indeed. And the punish counter, oh, he's going to go for big damage here. He's going to go for the Shoryuken ender instead, not looking to get the kill, because he would have built the meter as well. I'm not sure if he would have killed, but he gets the throws, has a Super Art 2 locked and loaded. Safely but securely. Gets that round.
Low forward, catching the toes as well. Tokido going for the corner carry, enhanced Tatsu.
Okay, good check again. It looks like Caba tried to throw early, so he might have had a misconception of the spacing himself. Oh, dude, that had to be unsafe, surely, that crouching medium kick. I didn't see no light kick there.
No, not even an attempt.
Oh.
That's got to be more than enough damage.
Could have been a game changer there for Caba, but he played it safe and didn't even try, but his reward was losing the game itself.
Jeez.
To Tokido.
79 seconds on the clock, too.
All right, so what does he do at this point? Because he's always been on the back foot. He's always been playing defensively and then trying to push himself out of the corner, try to dominate neutral. But because Tokido's actually had such mental control on the ground in the horizontal range, it's been very difficult for Caba to establish any sort of dominance, don't you think?
I mean, even with like the one mistake that Tokido made, he didn't even capitalize on it. So I do agree with that wholeheartedly. What do you do now to kind of change up your ground approach? He was pretty offensive, actually, pretty aggressive, I should say, with the Sonic Boom presence overall. I'd imagine, do you think he would kind of close the gap a little bit further and actually just kind of walk within mid-range space and kind of maybe tantalize the Fierces or the Roundhouses to get an even closer punish, perhaps?
But then you expose yourself, because Guile, like, believe it or not, crouch medium kick, so back kick, 1 or 2 other normals as well. They are pretty risky if you understand how to fight Guile in the necessary spacing. You do have to be accurate in that regard. To challenge your opponent, you have to put yourself at risk. Guile can do that, but staying at that Sonic Boom range is safe. But Tokido's even comfortably been dealing with that. So.
And now you're seeing a little bit more Sobas. We rarely actually, not rarely, but we haven't really seen that utilized as much from Caba.
All right, target combo into the flash kick. Sets up the blade and sends in full screen, and he's going to play this game until he gets about 3 dry gauges before he makes a choice. Still booming. Yeah, told you he had to wait till 3 gauges before he goes in. Upside down kick again, throws the fireball as a rebuttal there. Tokido misses the forward fierce there, but the punish on an up close Sonic Boom, which puts him in an injurious position once again. Overhead.
That was so meaty. I think he could have linked it.
I don't know. That connected weird. Oh no. Committed to it, and that's going to be huge for Tokido here. Dragon Lash, and he will do.
Level 2, super. Close enough. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Do I have to put some more info into it?
It's Tetsugen.
Okay. I'll ask Steve. He's probably here.
I promise.
Oh, he's going to get the round, though.
I'm pretty sure he's like right behind us. I heard him in the crowd. Tetsugen Nature! That was him.
Oh, there we go. Is that medium kick that looked?
I think it was a little bit too far out.
Okay, it's the naked eye. I'm bad at this stuff with this stand medium kick. It's a low forward, converts into the flash kick. Good range there for Caba. Upside down kick now. Just trying to, again, keep it mid-screen and push Tokido to the corner, but Tokido has had a much better time.
Damn, that is a normal man. That just stuffed out the anti-air attempt from Caba. Very early jump fierce, does that a lot.
Gets the back throw there. That said counter hit on the overhead, so it wasn't in the recovery period. Fireball in.
And what a punish counter as well in Hot Pursuit. Tokido knew it as soon as he saw the boom. An interruption against the Dragon Lash, looking for the throw. Tokido knew it, hence why the jump back was so clean, well read.
But it's interesting what Tokido tried to go for there with the button into Dragon Lash. People check with one light afterwards, and depending on the version of Dragon Lash, it'll beat it. So I understand why he tried to go for that little frame trap. I've seen Ken players do that.
Yeah,
so.
that's right.
Sonic move away. He's still got level 3 as well. Trying to feint something because he's trying to catch him with a blade. Rashid can stop his momentum like that with Whirlwind Shot as well. Oh, he goes through. Mix-up game. What's it going to be? OD flash kick. Pops him away. And he's got to go in. Stays standing to block that overhead here. Caba needs a conversion into his CA.
The defensive choices from Tokido, nice and easy. Also, real patience here in the neutral game.
He's got 18 seconds on the clock. He's either got to convert into CA or he's going to have to try and get Sonic Hurricane to do the work.
He's trying to go Tokido into making any sort of offensive decision.
He can burn him out, but the timer is still in Tokido's side, and that's going to be no stun! No. Hold on a minute. He can still try. There's a throw. Forces him up.
That's the most you can do. It's the most you can do. Unfortunately, Tokido opting not to quick recover. Very smart choice.
Good resilience, good patience. Good mental fortitude there not to panic, and he gets a clean jump in.
Now looking at match point for Tokido. Any solid hit from either player, it's going to lead him to a level 3 for sure.
Oh,
this is going to be it, right? Oh, he didn't spend it.
The precise spacing into the stand fist there. I mean, he's still got it, so you can still scare Caba with his button choices. Oh, that's everything. He's cashing out. He is doing everything vicious.
Scout, you know, I think he's alive by a pixel.
Maybe.
I think he's alive by a pixel.
There you go. Good call. He's just going to wait. That's all he needs to do. There you have it.
Didn't find the adaptation that Caba needed, but Tokido putting points on the board, tied up 10 points apiece for both teams, FAV Gaming and Bandits. What a sigh of relief for the camp. You can see, I feel like Bakshan was like the most exasperated out of all of them. He's like, oh, I can't believe he got that.
Well, it seems that Caba needs a little bit more experience against fighting Tokido himself personally, because I do think he has a very strong understanding of the matchup, but you don't want to be too accustomed to one playstyle. You hear all the high-level players talk about it, right? You don't want to be too accustomed to one playstyle for a specific character, because it turns from what Ken does to what Tokido does. That's just using it as an example here. But again, Tokido's match presence, his awareness, his understanding of where to stand, where to challenge, where to take the risk, he was pretty much smack bang on point the vast majority of the time. So I am impressed about how he's been handling this matchup as a Ken player, despite what I hear about this matchup on paper.
Yeah, and talking about it from paper to player, you do make very, very valid points, right? You have to really adapt to whatever Tokido's throwing at you, but it's also very, very difficult to adapt on the fly because he's so interchangeable with so many different looks, and his reads can sometimes be a little bit wild. Well, not too wild. He's also pretty safe in certain regards, but he's not afraid to take some really, really big risks off of the read. If you saw him in his earlier stages of the game as well.
100%. And again, you saw that Caba, the real time.
Oh my God, that was so
you know
close.
What? That's just unfortunate because the thing is, I don't know if that's like random or it's a set distance, because sometimes I feel when you think they're not going to be pushed back far enough after a button into DI, it'll work. Because think about it, does it depend on the normal that you're going to use, that pushback combined with the drive impact? Or is there some other more intricate rules at play that we just don't know about here?
I always thought it was a set distance off of the drive impact, but again, I totally understand what you mean if it's like the pushback based off of the normal first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always thought it was a set distance.
Maybe it's something I'm just going to have to look into, but it definitely feels like one of those intricate things. But
yeah,
I mean, hey, listen, any of the Street Fighter gurus on social media, let us know if you do go into that, because we've got a plethora of lab monsters in the community.